Hey guys, Jerry here and welcome back to GregTech. Today we are gonna go look at the nuclear power plants. Now nuclear power plants is, I'll heavily admit this, something that I have never actually made in InventoryTweaks. Nor GregTech for that matter. I don't think GregTech changes them up too much because I think they actually have a pretty good balance between you know, safety and productivity. So but in the later versions of InventoryTweaks, they've also been made a bit more dangerous in that you need to wear special protective gear to even do the whole uranium refining step. So what I'm gonna do first of all is I'm gonna make a hazmat suit. Now hazmat suits have to be orange, which is why I'm just picking these orange flowers here and hoping that my bees will regrow them. So I believe you can create 2 dyes from these if you just craft them, but I think nope, there is no machine recipe for the Biomes O Plenty ones. Okay, well, 4 orange dyes should be enough. Now the next thing we're gonna need is a bunch of rubber. Luckily I have quite a bit of this stuff, so let's see. Hazmat suit. I believe. No? Alright. Let's look here. Hazmat suit. Oh, 2 orange dyes. Alright. There we go. That's the chest. Some legs. There we are. Now we need a... I think the helmet is actually called the diving helmet or something like that. No? There we are, scuba helmet. Alright, so we need a piece of glass and some iron bars. I believe I might still have some iron bars somewhere around here. Yeah. Iron bars, glass, rubber. Let's just see. Oh. Well, let's just quickly change this then. Scuba helmet, and finally we need some rubber boots. These need wool as well, if I recall correctly. So let me just quickly... Yeah, I just so happen to have 8 string here. So let's see, rubber boots. Rubber boots, yeah. 1 piece of wool. So, there. And wool in the middle, there we are. Now, some of these things actually have a purpose apart from just, you know, being a part of the suit. The rubber boots help reduce fall damage as far as I know, and the scuba helmet, if you have compressed air cells in your inventory, you can breathe underwater while wearing it. So that's pretty cool as well. But yeah, with the hazmat suit, now we can actually touch uranium that's been partly refined and even fully refined. Now, there's one thing I don't have, and that is a safe spot to actually refine uranium where I won't risk like contaminating anything else. Again, there is contamination involved in uranium refining, but it's mainly just a debuff on the player if you're not wearing the full hazmat suit. But yeah, just for my own sakes and such, I would actually like to have an area dedicated to it. Yeah, I don't know, basement in the factory somewhere. In any case, what we need to do first of all is we need to make another canning machine. There are 3 canning machines, as you can see here. There's the automatic one from GregTech, and then there is 2 versions in InventoryTweaks. One of them is the old-fashioned, and the other one is something completely different. I believe it's this one I need. So a basic machine casing, 2 circuits, and 2 tin cans. Luckily the tin cans are not a problem. So the question is, do I have circuits ready? I have 1 circuit ready. Do I have electrum? Yes I do. Do I have iron plates? Yes I do. And I even have copper cables as well. Alright, assembly machine. Assembling machine! Assemble! I really need an overclock for that thing. Which reminds me, I actually found a bit of saltpeter here. How much do I need of this? I need 5 to get a single potassium. Okay, that's not good. I'm still wondering about the whole creating overclockers thing, but yeah. And the last thing I needed was a basic machine casing, so that's just 8 of these. 8. And a wrench. There we have that. Now, have you made your thing yet? There we are, now we just need to wait for the first one here to finish up. Now, I'm thinking in terms of space, let's put it somewhere where we actually have low voltage power. So, well, we don't actually have anywhere where we have low voltage power ready, so we'll need to make a transformer. Now, I can't remember, is that one of the recipes that is actually broken? Recipe, no, that's the one that works. Alright, so we need a coil. Which, again, 8 bits of copper wire. I don't think I have any of that ready, so we will have to extrude some more. Wire mill, there we are. And we need an iron ingot to surround it with. And then what else do we need? We need 2 tin cables and 6 planks. We have that. Good. Come on, just... there we are. Beautiful. So surround that, make a coil. Then we need... clear this one. Tin. Planks, there we are. Low voltage transformer, excellent. Then we need the, what's it called here? Electronic circuits. And we should be able to make our machine. So that, there. I'm hoping it's the right one I'm making. If not, then we'll have to remake it again. Did I not put in tin cans? No, I didn't. Alright, let me just find my wrench here quickly and then we can check if it's the right one. This is the wrong one. This one is only for food. It does do the uranium ones, but I believe that the other one is actually the right one. Dang it. Alright, I guess we can keep it around somewhere, but let's find the other one then. I really don't get the purpose of having 2 different ones, but alright, tin plates. Luckily we had 1 more circuit. So a steel machine hull. Grab 6 of these. Hopefully I have some machine parts somewhere. And then we need 7 tin plates. Do I have that? Yes, I do. No problem at all. Get those in there. Tin plates, circle. Circuit on top, and then we just need the casing. 3, 2, 1, bam, there we are. Put that in the middle, and we have yet another canning machine. Alright, so let's go downstairs, and I think we're just gonna... let's do it over here. So we got the low voltage transformer. If I place that here, it should have the... yeah. And then we have the correct canning machine. I'm gonna put that here. And then I'll take the wrong one and we can put that there. And then I need some tin cables so we can actually power these things. And then we can actually start refining some uranium. Now, refining uranium is not difficult by any means of the word. It's just, especially now we have the machines, it's most definitely not difficult, but there we are. Should now be powered, yes. Now this is the one we want. So we want draining filled cell from tank. And this one might actually work as a drain from cell into tank. This one might actually work as a fluid transposer as well. I'm gonna have to test that. But I don't know if like how many recipes actually work in it. That's the tricky part. But the one we want fluid enrich. No, we want... maybe it's just canning, yeah. Alright, so what we need first of all, we need some uranium. We need some of your uranium, my uranium. Let's see, uses. We can crush it with a hammer, that makes sense. We can melt it to make a uranium ingot, that's kinda silly. Especially considering we can get plutonium and lead from it. There is only one industrial grinder recipe with normal water, so no fancy refining for that. So I need some cells to get some water. And then we can toss it in the industrial grinder. See, I really need to get a water source set up somewhere closer than the other basement. Now this is just highly inconvenient. The other option, of course, is getting a big water tank somewhere. And just kind of pump it up from... Yeah, just have a pipe with a pump on it. Fill it up. I think that would make a lot of sense, actually. Why did I go up here? Oh yeah, refining uranium. Duh. I am wearing hazmat, yes. Alright, it looks as though I've been doing some lead previously. Previously on GregTech. Something about lead. Get that. Get these cells out of there. And you can see we get purified crushed uranium ore, small pile lead dust, and plutonium dust. Now plutonium, what is that actually used for? We can refine it to get plutonium-241 and uranium. And that appears plutonium in a compressor. You can make MOX nuclear fuel. And pellets of RTG fuel, whatever the oh, so you can make a lot of... This makes no sense. MOX nuclear fuel. You can put in a fuel rod. And you can make dual fuel rods with it, and you can then burn it in a reactor. Okay. But my inventory is rapidly filling up. So let's quickly... You know what, I'm just quickly gonna clean it up before, without you guys watching. Alright, I didn't do the best cleaning job ever, but it's working. So... now what I'm doing here is basically I set up an armor stand here, and so we can quickly swap between the hazmat suit and our normal armor. And yeah, then we're gonna make sure we have the hazmat suit once again, and then we can grab this crushed uranium stuff out of here. If we don't have the full hazmat suit on, it will damage us. Lead in there, plutonium we don't really have much use for yet. Well, we have it's small piles. But purified crushed uranium ore, if we then click uses on this, you can see we can make nuggets, we can macerate it into some purified dust. Universal macerator has a chance of giving us more plutonium. So we get uranium-238 from this, which you can then centrifuge to get even more plutonium dust out of, and I think that's actually necessary, yeah. And then we get the uranium dust, which you can then centrifuge to get 235 if you want to make weapons with it. Now 235 is weapons grade stuff. Enriched nuclear. That's a lot of messy recipes here. Let's just do it one step at a time. That in there. So you got some cells ready. Now while that is doing, we can actually make the nuclear reactor itself. So we need power output 1 to 8196. It basically, the nuclear reactor is highly flexible in what it can do. So we need an advanced circuit, we need a generator, and we need 3 reactor chambers, which is basic machine casings with 4 lead plates around. I think I have the 4 dense lead plates for the big thing, but the reaction chambers are gonna need some standalone plates, which I don't really... I haven't made the plates yet. Metal former, let's just get both of these started up. And... oh, I actually had lead plates right there. Alright, no issue then. Well, I'll make a couple more. We can always use more reactor chambers. I know for a fact you can attach more reactor chambers to it to give it more capacity. So we need to make a generator. Do I have one of those? I think... I sort of get the feeling I might have made a generator at one point, but I'm not so sure anymore. I do, however, know that we're almost out of steel plates, so I need a battery for this. Let's get some steel plates going, and then we can see what else did we need. We needed basic machine casings, 3 of those. We're gonna need to make some more iron plates as well. 3 of those. And there we have that. Now if we clear this one out, we can put these here. We can grab the lead plates we have here. Bam, 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 bam. 3 reactor chambers, excellent. Those in a line. This one on top. We need the generator below, and then we need the 4 dense lead plates. Now dense lead plate is 9 plates squished together. So that's taking quite a bit of power to do, but yeah, it's done. So grab those, grab some machine parts. Let's just make 2. I seem to be using a lot of steel machines casings anyways, so... There we are, that should be done in just a moment. And then I need an RE battery. I do not have the tin stuff here. I believe the plate cutting machine actually does this quite fast, yeah. This is definitely the right way to make casings. So there we have that RE battery. Then we need a furnace. There we have that. And finally the casing, which should be done over here. Yep. BEA, beautiful. So things are looking pretty great. There we have the generator, which... Oh, I just cleared the recipe in here, didn't I? I'm gonna have to make it again. There we have it. Nuclear reactor. Ba-ba-ba-bum. Are you done yet? Not quite. Almost. So, we have nuclear reactor. We have nuclear fuel being made here. We got one. Plutonium dust. Quite nicely. Nice. Let's see, what do we need? We need to move this over to the centrifuge. And get that working on that. ASAP. We got an extra bit of plutonium actually. Wondering, is that really all you can do with it? You can... Plutonium 241 dust. What can you do with that? You can make an ingot. Alright, so these are just all the default GregTech recipes, so that's no use. So this is the plutonium we want. MOX nuclear fuel. With uranium and the other stuff. And then there's the RTG fuel, which I still don't know what it actually does. You can make it and then you can take it apart again. That's basically what you can do. But just for some bog standard uranium stuff. That's really all we want right now. We also need to look into making some components for this reactor. So we need the reactor itself. We need a cable from it. We need some sort of way to contain it. Move it away from the base. And then we need some components. Now these components are stuff like heat vents. So you can see here, component heat vent, advanced heat vent, and just a box standard heat vent. So this is made with aluminium, or you can do the whole troublesome industrial craft way with an electric motor, which is a horrible thing to make. I'd rather use the aluminium. So let's see if we can get away with making a bit of that. How much power do I have? Not enough for 12. We can make 6. That should also be enough. We could also just boost our power production a bit here. Get 10 of those in there. That should help at least top it up for the aluminium here to process. I think I have 2 ingots already, yeah, so we can make 2 heat vents with what we have. Now the heat vents, as far as my research tells me, basically each single rod of uranium stuff in a reactor produces a certain amount of power, and then it also sends out these neutron discharges or whatnot that can then amplify the production in other nearby fuel rods. But as it produces power, it produces heat, and if you don't get rid of the heat, your reactor will blow up. And that's why you need the heat vents. Now, 1 heat vent is enough, or basically 2 heat vents can cool down 3 of the nuclear fuel rods. So Yeah, that's the math of it. I think these can dissipate 6 heat, whereas a normal fuel rod produces 4 heat, something like that. But yeah, we have our first bit of uranium dust here, so what can we do with this? We can smelt it or we can compress it. I think the compress is the correct response to it, so let's toss them in here. And then once we have them compressed, we might be able to, you know, put them into some fuel rods or something. Let's see, uranium, you can make a uranium block, that's not really useful. So there's enriched uranium fuel, which needs uranium 235. Then there's the MOX, which needs plutonium. And the MOX, I don't know what the difference is in terms of how much they produce. I really don't. But by the looks of it, with the amount of plutonium I have, MOX might actually be the choice. So we need 6 of these. And we need, yeah, so 6 of these. And then we can make 1 of these, which gives us 1 fuel rod. That doesn't really look very efficient, but on the other hand, like if... How about this enriched stuff then? That's, yeah, again, it does appear that you need like 6 uranium to make any sort of single fuel. But then there's the whole, once you get some depleted uranium fuel, you can then you make a breeder reactor or something like that to actually make even more use out of it. Let's see here. So depleted MOX, let's see what we can do. It's thermal centrifuge. You can get plutonium back out of it, pretty much. And then you've only consumed the uranium. Or you can apparently do this. But there's also something else, like there's supposedly another way you can do this, but I just don't know how it works. It's kinda... it's gonna have to be some trial and error, which is why we're gonna need a house far away that's well protected, blast shielded. I think I'm gonna make a nice granite nuclear reactor somewhere a bit far away. Actually, there's you can make reinforced stone, I think. Reinforced stone, yeah. Which you can make out of black granite or... yeah, black or red granite, I think, yeah. Basically, GregTech goes in and overrides these. But if you make a 3 meter thick wall of this stuff, you can completely contain a nuclear explosion. So it might be worth looking into making some mixed metal ingots and getting that done. Just so I have enough, like, I can safely protect. We'll see. Can I use tiny piles of plutonium for anything? Nope. But yeah, alright, so this is taking forever and it's using a lot of our energy. Might actually be using all of it. But again, at least we've made the groundwork for getting started on a nuclear reactor. We have uranium refining down. There's still the whole matter of actually making a fuel rod. How do you do that? Fuel rod empty. Iron plate in a metal former. Not an issue. We can do that right now. Actually, hold on. Was it extruding or was it cutting or what was it? Metal former. It's extruding. Alright, so there we are. Alright, so yeah, that's not a big issue. So we have all the components to actually make a nuclear reactor now. It's just a matter of actually doing it. But that's gonna have to be sometime in the future when I actually have somewhere to put it away. So before we end this, let's just quickly go over and check the chest from the mob trap to see just how we're actually doing. It's not fast, I never said it was fast, but we are getting some stuff out of it. Alright. Well, on that note, I think we're gonna leave it for now. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you next time. Bye!